I lost a bet to Bayern now, so for my videos for this week, I have to say Mia San Mia. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host Josh, and today we're back with another match preview for the upcoming game between Borussia Dortmund and Freiburg. And obviously we're coming off of our Super Cup loss. Pretty disappointing, and I think this is a big game. It's a big game for the players, and it's a big game for Fabra because I think in the Super Cup, a lot of the supporters out there were a little disappointed with the way Fabra did his substitutions. I was one of those people who were disappointed, so he needs to justify it. He needs to show that that was the right decision, and we're going to come out here and we're going to smash Freiburg because we need to come back. We're now lost obviously a disappointing game against Augsburg and then lost against our rivals in a Super Cup. So this is big. This is a big game, and like we always do, we kind of look at the history between the teams, and we got a pretty decent record against Freiburg. I mean, we've won a lot of games. We've tied a few. I think I saw something along the lines of like almost 20 wins, 3 ties, 0 losses. So we should be the heavy favorites going into this game. Last year we won 1 and we tied 1. So I mean, this is a big game, and we need to come back, and I'm looking forward to it. And looking on their form, Freiburg's coming in with a little bit better form than we are. They're obviously coming on, they beat Stuttgart 3-2 in their opener, and then they beat, I believe, Wolfsburg. Sorry, they tied Wolfsburg 1-1, and we obviously won our first game against Gladbach, then we lost to Augsburg, and now we lost to Bayern. So I'd say they come in with a little more confidence than we are, and it's going to be a very tactical game, and we're going to have to try to break it down. So looking at how Freiburg usually lines up, I saw they lined up in their first game in a 4-1-4-1. Last game they lined up in a 4-4-2. And if they watch that Augsburg game, there's no reason they're not going to line up in a 4-4-2 because it just shows how vulnerable we are, and if they can defend well and go on the break, they can definitely punish us. So we're going to have to try to match that. So looking at the formation I would use, and I mean, I keep giving these potential lineups. I've got every one wrong, so I'm not even going to say the lineup I think. I'm going to say the lineup I hope. This is the lineup I hope that Fabra goes with. I don't want to change the back. I don't think that we should go to a back 4 by any means, so it makes the formation a little easy. I'm going to go with the 3-4-1-2. I think it's the best shot we have, and especially if we potentially do some of the things that I'm hoping that he does. I think we're still going to have hits in net because Berkey's obviously, I think, isn't going to be fit for that game. Looking at the right wing back spot, I want Felix Passlack. I've been preaching a couple times to try to get him in. I think that a couple of positive performances he had, and we maybe put him on the right where he's a little more comfortable. He could be in for a surprise and a big game, and Mounier just hasn't done enough for me to start. Then I would throw in the back 3. I was debating this, but I think we should try to rest one, so I would probably go Piszczek with Hummels and then Chan. I thought Chan had a decent game against Bayern. On our left wing back spot, Guerrero, if he's back, I think there's a decent chance that he will be, with our 2 center mids as, I want to say Delaney. I want to get Delaney in there. I think he's proven that he can obviously get the job done, and I want to see Jude beside him. I think that could be something that shake it up, and why not? I thought Delaney put in a decent effort. I mean, he was at fault obviously for the goal, but I mean, he hasn't played. You need to give the guy some game time. This could be a good opportunity to do it. Have Jude beside him. Then I want to see Brandt with. I don't think Sancho's gonna be back, so I want to see Brandt with Royce and Holland up front, and that's the lineup I would go with. Offers a little bit of creativity in there. I think Brandt is in for a big performance, and I'm going to start off with Brandt when we're looking at some of our key players to watch, and I think he needs to get on a roll here because he can be such an important player to our team. We saw what he can do in Bayern. Another one is Royce. I want to see Royce get going here a little bit. I mean, if he can get a run of games in and get that little mojo back that we know that we want to see him get, those two can be very dynamic going forward. There's a lot of creativity, and we're going to have to see it to be able to break down these stubborn 4-4-2 formations. On the other side, looking at Freiburg's 2 key players, Nels Pedersen has always been a dangerous player. I mean, he's obviously came from Bayern. He's done some wonderful things personally for him in Freiburg, and he's just dangerous in the air. We know how set pieces can bite us in the butt, and he's definitely someone we're going to have to track and watch. And on the other side, like how I was worried about Daniel Caligiuri in the Augsburg game, I'm worried about Jonathan Schmid because he's a very, very special player when it comes to being able to put the ball in from the wings, whether that's from a set piece, corner. Like he's just got a great delivery on him. And we saw how dangerous that can be when balls are coming in that the likes of Caligiuri or Schmid can whip in the box for a player like Pedersen to head. So we need to be very careful with that. We need to isolate him. I think he'll probably be more in the right back spot, but he's the kind of player who can definitely get forward and put those in. So those are definitely two players that we really need to keep an eye on. And if you guys agree with that, let me know in the comments. I mean, there are a couple other players I was thinking of talking about with Freiburg, so let me know if there's any players that stick out to you that we think we should watch. Let me know what you guys think on the formation. That's just a formation I would like to kind of see, because I mean, like I said, every time I guess one, it doesn't go right. And let me know, but also get ready for this weekend, because we're doing another watch along. We did our first watch along in the Augsburg game, and it was a lot of fun. I loved everyone coming out and communicating with me and watching my reactions, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Hoping to have all you guys come out there, tell me everything you want me to talk about, anything you want me to answer. It's so much fun communicating with you guys. It should be a lot of fun. And before we obviously wrap it up, we do what we do every week, and that is the predictions. So the first prediction we're going to look at of the week is the Union Berlin and Mainz game. And I'm probably going to go for a 2-0 win for Union Berlin. I think that they're just ready to explode. I mean, they've always proven me wrong, so why not this week as well? Looking at the Frankfurt and Hoffenheim game, I think that's going to be a closer 2-2 affair. Looking at the Stuttgart and Leverkusen game, I think it's a high scoring game. I'm going to go a 3-1 win for Leverkusen. Looking at the Leipzig and Schalke game, unfortunately, I think this is going to be another blowout. I think I'm expecting a 4-1 type victory. Looking at the Wolfsburg and Augsburg game, I'm going to say 3-2 for Wolfsburg. Looking at the Bayern Munich and Hertha Berlin game, it's going to be tough. They usually put a decent effort, but I'm gonna say 2-1 Bayern. Jumping on over to the Werder Bremen and Arminia Bielefeld game, I'm going to go on a little roll here with Bremen to pick up another back-to-back victory. I'm going to say a 2-0 comfortable win. Then there's the Gladbach and Cologne game, where I'm going to say it's going to be another 2-0 win. And then finally, coming back to the boys, looking at the Borussia Dortmund Freiburg game, this has got to be a big result. There's no excuses now. We need to absolutely set down the standards of what we expect, and we need to have a big bounce-back result here. So I'm going to say a 3-0 win for Dortmund. I think it's got to be a statement, and it's one that we got to win. So with that is my week 3 predictions. Let me know what you guys think about your week 3 predictions. I love seeing in the comments what you guys think and how it goes to what I was thinking about some of the games. It's always fun. And I really hope I see a lot of you guys out for the watch along. Had a lot of people come out last week, and it was a lot of fun. I'm hoping for a lot of the same. So with that comes the end to our match preview. Hope you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.